Starship Troopers is an adaptation of a classic pro-war sci-fi book, yes, but it also happens to be an anti-war satire inspired by director Paul Verhoeven's own experiences/failings about the subject. Now a hardcore liberal, Verhoeven spent his childhood growing up in Nazi-occupied Holland, so he was well versed in the oppressive ideologies which fuel fascist societies. So, needless to say, when he read Robert Heinlein's sci-fi epic, he saw it through a very different lens. When the time came to make the movie, he couldn't resist sharing his extremely personal take on the matter, making sure that every bit of that take made it up on the screen. The treatment of the film's insect villains is extremely brutal, with lines such as, "The only good bug is a squishy bug," appearing in various forms of propaganda, including over-the-top recruitment videos throughout the film. And the fact that it was human beings who not only invaded first, but struck the first blow is highlighted very purposefully. Even with it being so obviously displayed, the film's message was either taken wrong or missed completely by various critics and audience members of the time. It was labeled as brain dead and moronic, compared endlessly to the likes of Star Wars and considered inferior to similar sci-fi epics. The Washington Post famously said, "Exactly like Star Wars, if you subtract a good story, sympathetic characters, intelligence, wit, and moral purpose." Later, the majority would change its tune and see that the film's moral purpose was a wake-up call to how close we could actually be to the fascist utopia depicted on screen. The choice to cast Melrose Placey leads was no accident. They are meant to look perfect. Their personalities are meant to come off vapid, misguided, and obtuse. They are not supposed to be sympathetic in the classic sense, and if anything, you are supposed to feel sorry for them as a brainwashed society, or better yet, they are to be seen as a mirror, or either our present day or future selves. The bottom line is, the music works, the cast works, and the CGI effects were groundbreaking for the time. Never before had computer-generated creations looked so good doing their thing in broad daylight. And here's another fun fact for you. There's a fabulous inclusion of a reworked David Bowie cover song which appears in the graduation dance scene. The original is called "I Have Not Been to Oxford Town," and it appeared on his mid-90s album Outside. It's an obscure one for the fans, and I've always really appreciated it. The script is smart, despite the film's initial naysayers. This film is without a doubt one of Paul Verhoeven's strongest films. I urge anyone with a desire for challenging, intelligent art to check it out, and don't be fooled or turned off by its popcorn flavored wrapper. It's like I always say, the popcorn is what makes it awesome.